Hey everyone, this is Maze, and we are going to be watching a Terran versus Terran today with the players QXC and LZGamer. I just casted a game from QXC on IC Cup TV a couple of days ago, and if you guys have not seen it yet, or have not seen it, I think Day9 did the same video as well. You guys need to see this game. Pretty much what happens is QXC goes Mass Reapers against a Protoss player. And no, not just Reaper Rush. We've all seen that before. And not just Reaper Rush with bunkers. We've also seen that before. But Mass Reapers. Meaning that's all he made for 15 minutes. And maybe like one or two other units. And one of the other two units being like SEV. So I'm not going to spoil everything for you. But go watch that game. I'll put it in the description. I'll also put it in as a link at the end of this video in an annotation. So yes, this is a game that QXC recently posted up on ROOTQxc, so let's see what he has to offer for us this game. I was thoroughly impressed last time around. I was just in shock while I was casting it. It was an amazing game. And so here's LZGamer right now, and we are on Lost Temple and Peeper, and these players are on the cross-spawn position. What's very typical in TVT is early Banshee plays, so we might see something like that. What would not even surprise me that much is if QXC built a starport right here to bounce into LZGamer's base, and if LZGamer did the exact same thing to QXC and build Banshees like that. So one thing that we are definitely, which I assume we're going to see from a Terran vs. Terran, is either early detection or early cloak Banshees. If not, if we don't see something like that, we'll see a lot of Viking spotting for siege tanks, trying to gain static defensive positions. But for players as good as QXC and LZGamer, I don't really think, keeping someone in their base with a couple of siege tanks is really going to thwart anything that they're trying to do. Might be a little bit of an inconvenience, but they'll find ways around it. If you notice when players like the little one play, you can try to contain him all day, but he'll find a way around your contain and start harassing, then eventually break through it. So that's usually what you see in really high level play, and where contains might work very well in the amateur level. Conversely, all right. So here's a Marine. This SEV is not going to get into the base. All it really takes is one Marine to stop a scout from getting into the base. And might this SEV actually die? It's 3 life. Let's take a look at what LZGamer is going on now. He does have one refinery, and he's making another barracks and a factory right away, so we definitely are going to see attack a second refinery coming up right now. Same thing happening for QXC. He does have his factory up a little bit sooner. In terms of refinery, they are about at the same time. They do have the exact same composition right now. 3 Marines, F-17 SCVs, and 1 Mule, so pretty much identical builds as of now, but I'm sure that's going to change soon. And 1 Marine actually going down here in the middle of the map. There is a little brawl. QXC does lose 1 Marine, and he is going back to the other watchtower to see if LZGamer is going to push out with the rest of those Marines. So already a little bit of a victory for LZGamer there. He was able to get 1 Marine. Not really a huge loss, though. A reactor coming out for this barracks. It's probably going to be more for the Hellions that are being produced right now for QXC. And note that he's actually getting the Hellion first while this reactor is building, and not simply waiting for the reactor. So he's probably going to pop that out. Actually, he's getting Marines. This factory is actually going to be getting the tech lab right here. What is LZGamer doing? Pretty similar build right here. He is getting a Hellion, but no reactor as of yet. It looks like these Marines are moving out at a pretty prime position or pretty prime timing, rather. Oh, he is going to try to pinch these Marines here a little bit, but I don't think that was his actual intention. QXC is going to be in a little bit of a crunch right now because LZGamer is moving across the map. He does have pretty decent map control right now. QXC is trying to defend against this. I'm not sure why LZGamer's Hellion decided to move back. QXC is going to be able to pick off a couple of these Marines right here, and this score is going to be evened up. The Hellion now coming in for LZGamer. He is going to be able to even up on this exchange. He is going to be able to kill that Hellion, but these 2 Marines would be able to kill that Hellion if they did get in the right position for that. 2 Marines coming out right now, getting that Zelnaga Watchtower. Taking a look at what is in the production tab, there's a reactor right now for LZGamer, and we do see Cloak on the way from QXC as well as LZGamer. So we are going to be seeing Banshee play from both players, as I thought that we would, and an Engineering Bay coming up for LZGamer, so there's also going to be detection. Might see a triangle format defensive play with the missile turrets here. So we are probably going to see Banshees flying to the base, trying to pick off units. And definitely seeing some good micro from that attack right there. And 2 Hellions and 2 Marines coming out right now. Might he be able to get a decent push right here? LZGamer does have good positioning on this ramp right now, but he is a little bit outmatched in terms of army size. It is 48 to 35. Taking a look at the worker count, it's only about 2 workers up. So QXC has a substantially larger army right now. And units right now, both players do have the Banshee. They are both moving across the map. He has a little bit, QXC's Marines over here are not yet reinforced, but in terms of on the map, he has more Marines right now. I think QXC could push up on here and do a lot of damage, but again, this positioning is pretty lethal, considering that he is going to get he's going to get barreled upon by Gauss rifles until he gets range of these Marines. LZGamer actually getting his command center right now, so he is not worried about an attack right now. He feels like he is going to be able to get this position down well enough, and one Banshee going to be able to get a couple of Marines. The cloak does go down on the Banshee. Is there scan? There's no scan right now, so these Marines are going to be forced to go back. And likewise, again for LZGamer, he is going here as well. He does have cloak, and these missile turrets are not going to go up in time. In the meantime, QXC is going into this base, and one Banshee from LZGamer going to be able to stop this ground attack. And what's going on here? We see that the Banshee is getting a couple of good kills right now, but one missile turret does finish. QXC is scrambling, trying to get this one missile turret going on, and the Banshee here is doing a great job trying to kill a couple of those SCVs, and the Hellion right here scrambling for his life. The Hellion does go down, and QXC did find a sweet spot on this position. It looks like LZGamer's Banshee push has been thwarted as of now. QXC is in a great position right now, pretty much waiting for the scan and some Marines to take out that Banshee. But, oh, the cloak is actually off, and the Viking must go down. This Banshee is going to be toast. That Viking is probably going to be able to catch up onto it. Is that Banshee going to be able to go away? I think it might be, and one more Banshee coming in for QXC. Is he going to be able to get that cloak in time? Yes, he will, and there are not enough Marines to deal with that right now, and he is going for the engineering bay. Actually, it looks like those missile turrets are in range. That Viking was able to get a couple shots off on that Banshee, and QXC really just being very annoying right now, taking whatever shots he can on the base. Probably not going to be able to kill this factory at all, but still managing to do a decent bit of damage. And here comes the other Banshee from LZGamer. Looks like QXC was saving up on his scans, and he is now moving out with Marines and a siege tank, maybe hoping to end the game right now. But noting that QXC doesn't have an expansion ready yet, he doesn't have a command center built as LZGamer does, I think that might actually hurt him. If LZGamer is going to be able to defend against this push, which I think he should be able to if he gets this Banshee out in time with some good cloak. If QXC doesn't have enough scans to deal with the Banshee there, with the amount of Marines he has, then he's going to have trouble. But it looks like QXC is actually saving up his scans, so he's not quite worried about that. LZGamer in a tough position. I could definitely see him lifting off this command center one more time while LZGamer retreats a little bit and gets into the defensive position. I think it's what we are going to see. One Viking coming here right now, but this is definitely going to go down. One missile turret does go down for the Viking, and this missile turret is firing on the siege tank right now, and he is not going to be lifting off this orbital command as of yet. LZGamer in a really tough position. QXC just has a huge army advantage right now, and going to be killing all the workers making these 3 barracks. And here come all the SCVs off the line, going to get this position. Might they be able to pinch this army right now? This Raven does not have any energy. The Banshee is coming out right now, killing those Marines, and great play by LZGamer. He is able to even up on those Marines. One tank coming out for LZGamer. He is going to be able to take that siege tank off, and LZGamer has been able to defend this attack. I'm very surprised by that, considering the fact that he was really down in composition and army size, but those SCVs really did help out his cause. And here comes the Banshee coming in and trying to finish off whatever that attack started, but one missile turret going to be able to, one auto turret going to be able to thwart the Banshee right there. Is there a Viking coming out? No, there's one Banshee coming out, so this Banshee is going to be able to do quite a bit of damage for a while here, breaking up a total of 12 kills right now. And QXC throwing down a missile turret as well as a command center. So during that push, he was macroing up a little bit. In case that failed, he was going to be able to pretty much equal on what LZGamer has. He has not yet started saturating, so actually QXC is up on the economy game, and this siege tank is trying to be repaired, so it's not just easily sniped off by the Banshee. But the Raven is here now, and is that enough Marines to take out the Banshee? And oh, they equally exchanged right there. I don't think QXC thought he was going to lose his Banshee, but LZGamer did a great job there. baiting QXC's Banshee all the way off to the cliff and bring that Raven in the perfect time so that the Banshee thought it had a chance to kill his Marines, when in fact the Marines killed the Banshee. So let's look what else is in the production tab. We see that there's Stim right now for LZGamer, so he is probably going to be going to commit to a infantry army along with some air support with this Raven and this couple of Banshees. One Banshee might be going out right now to try to scout as well as harass, and QXC moving out right now with a couple of siege tanks and Marines as well as a Viking. So this Banshee is going to be in a tough position. A Banshee goes down, not even a cloak on that Banshee, and here comes they're taking the Zonal Watchtower, seeing that there's nothing imminent coming to them as of yet, but LZGamer is going to again be on the defensive position. He does have this high ground legend, and he is taking advantage of that, but that is why QXC does have the Viking, so that he is not denied completely by that. But QXC does manage to lose his Viking, so not the best position for him right now, but he has denied LZGamer this expansion right here. So LZGamer is in a tough position. Does he have enough to move out against two siege tanks rather? I don't know if he does, but that is one Banshee is going to be able to mop up these Marines. So QXC in a tough position right now. He does not see this. He's going to lose all his Marines, and these siege tanks are pretty much naked right now. QXC going to lose at least one, if not both of his siege tanks. Great Banshee play by LZGamer, going to be able to take his expansion back with no problem. However, note that QXC is setting up for another expansion as well as another wave of units. And looking at the army size one more time, QXC is still up. But there are a lot of Marines on the map for LZGamer as well as Stim, so I think that is going to help in his favor right now against his composition. Just get a couple of Marines, snipe down that siege tank, and this Banshee might be going down as well. LZGamer is trying to get scouting information, really, as of right now. He's not going to be able to harass all that much. QXC does have missile turrets pretty much everywhere,